Lime, duh.
Yeah. Let's do it again, baby. Hello. Whoa. Woo. Yeah.
Stupid.
Whoa, welcome to the Comedians of Wrestling podcast, the podcast where comedians and the funniest motherfuckers dissect wrestling to an unhealthy degree. I am Dan Black, the funniest podcaster in the motherfucking universe. If you turn off this podcast, I'll fucking kill you. Yo, man, I'm having a fucking blast on this podcast. What am I doing again? AKA the modern day goof and spoof Raja coming at you like Cleopatra. Baby, gabba, wee.
Gabba, wee, gabba, gay, gabba.
Look how fucking yoked I am, baby. Look at this. Tell me a podcast host who could fucking flex like this, hold the mic, and the thing you're focusing on is the fucking vein popping out of his trap. Woo! Oh, yeah. I am.
Someone you idolize.
And after that, I'm going straight to hell. Enjoy the show.
Yo, what up, everybody? We're back in action for your satisfaction. Whew, a mere 10 days away from the Cal Podcast presents DZ and Friends SummerSlamTacular directly after SummerSlam in Las motherfucking Vegas, baby, on the Strip. I will be performing stand-up. I will be wrestling for the #1 contendership for the Cal Podcast title, my title, a title that I created, getting it back. We're getting things back to normal here, throwing the strap around the waist of wastes. Dan Black, baby. That's a new title for me. The wastes of wastes, baby. You know what I mean?
Because you're an absolute waste.
Oh, my God.
That's why you earned that title, baby.
India, Romeo, Oscar, Shapiro.
I mean, usually I cut off with the music. I had to jump in here. Dan, I gotta tell you.
We can't even hear you. Is he so low? And why is your level so low, bro?
Can anyone else hear me?
Too much vegging out? You're not preparing to wrestle me again?
I'm not wrestling you. You have to go through the very stiff competition of Nick Tulo. Look, I was just saying that, Dan, you
Tulo's
sound
making nobody stiff, okay? Let's be honest.
Yikes! You
Nothing
sound
stiff about that.
You
one
sound.
of the most flaccid, one of the most flaccid
devil.
opponents I've ever seen in my life. Oh
Wow.
my God!
Speak of the devil.
Wow! Speak of the devil,
And he
running with the devil.
shall
Shebs,
appear.
Yeah, I guess do the introduction.
sorry
I
to
just
cut
had to.
you off, but let me introduce the room, and then I'll
Introduce the
introduce
room.
everybody. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Do you mind that? Wow, Zach. What? Oh, the Zack Ryder shirt. All right, Nasty Newman in the house. What up, bro?
How about it? I want to say that in the intro you said the funniest motherfuckers, plural, and I make no claims to being funny.
Oh my God, this guy is the opposite of Ethan Page. He's not all ego.
All ego death. All ego death. Alex Newman.
This guy's
no
not all
ego.
ego. And here he is, my opponent. I'm his only friend, Mr. Nick Tulo, the Marketect, Tiptoe with Tulo. Nick Tulo, thanks for chiming in from your hideout in Austin, Texas. What's up, bro?
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on the pod.
I'm just prepping for the big match on next Saturday.
That looks sharp.
What do you got there, pizza cutter, bro? What are you preparing to going back to being the pizza guy again?
Oh.
You going back to slicing, taking one and turning it into 8?
I never worked in a fucking pizza store ever in my whole entire life, bro. So you think you know me? You really don't. And honestly, I'm just happy to be here, man. Thanks for having me, Shebs. Thanks for making me the #1 contender.
Well, to be fair, you're not the #1 contender yet. I've given you an opportunity to become the #1 contender. I've booked you guys in a match, and I feel great about it.
Shebs, can I just say one thing? Because you cut me off, and I'll just say this because this is helping. You will like this. I just want to say, wow, look how jacked I am, folks. Listen, the main, what I was saying before everybody got introduced and Tulo popped onto the pod here, what I was saying is that, so if people don't know, August 21st, directly after SummerSlam, we have the DZ and Friends SummerSlamTacular. Great comedy show, and also we'll be having the number one contender match of me versus Nick Tulo. Tickets are available now. Dolph Ziggler will be there performing. There's also VIP tickets, meet and greets. We'll have tons of surprise guests. I already know a couple of them, and fucking dope. If you're Mark, dope. And the tickets are on sale now. We're set there again. The room's big, but these tickets are selling faster than I expected. Get them now. DZ and Friends SummerSlamTacular. Get the tickets now. You get the tickets. The ticket link is it's on the @COW podcast link, @Heel Ziggler, @Dan Black Attack. Also, just Google. It's at the Space in Las Vegas. If you can't find where tickets are, you probably don't know how to put a credit card into a computer and find tickets, right? Are we at the point where it's like, do you got to say links anymore? It's like, you know how to find this shit, right?
I think it's good if you say link in bio and then put the link in your bio.
Right, the links in bios. Good. Links in bio. Shebs, I'll throw to you because I interrupted you, and I respect the title. We'll be back around my waist very soon. And
Sorry.
Shebs,
That was a good joke.
Look, here's the thing. If you're trying to put asses in seats for the show, you're forgetting the actual main event of DZ and Friends and SummerSlamTacular. Is that the mainland coronation celebration of yours truly, sponsored by Truly, will be headlining the show. This is the opportunity for all the Shabroniacs. Hey, what flavor?
Lime, duh.
Love it.
Proceed.
This is the opportunity for all my fans who weren't able to see my reign in person in Hawaii, because that's where I fucking lay right there, baby. I do it all for the Hawaiian Iron style. But I'll be on the mainland for a limited time only to let people see the belt, see me strut my stuff. I got a Pope Mobile. It's going to be awesome. You don't want to miss it. And I will say this. I will say one thing.
You got a Pope Mobile procured already?
I told you, Las Vegas has a Pope Mobile, but it's never been used. It's pristine. It's mint.
Oh, because
the
he
Pope
doesn't show up.
The Pope doesn't go to Vegas because it's Sin City. So if he goes to Vegas, Las Vegas is absolved of all sin. It loses its all appeal. So the Pope Mobile that they have has never been used. It's like I'm driving a dead stock Pope Mobile.
I gotta tell you,
it's gonna be fantastic.
That's one of the funniest facts ever brought up on this show. That there is a Pope Mobile in Vegas in case, but it's never actually been because it's Sin City. Like, why would he show his face there?
No, it's good. Las
But in case
Vegas
he needs
actually
to show
asked
up.
him. They asked him, not side deal, like, hey, Your Holiness, Your Excellency, please don't come here because we don't want to risk.
Would he stay at the Venetian?
Of course he would. Absolutely,
Folks.
Folks.
Anyway, guys, the show's gonna be fantastic. Be there, find a way to get there. We couldn't be more excited, and I'm excited to see Dan and Tulo rip each other
Vegas is
apart.
So dumb. Vegas is so dumb.
It's so dumb.
I love it, but it's like, oh, there's Paris.
Yeah.
It's
New
so
York.
fucking
New
stupid.
York. Oh, there's a pyramid.
Oh, here's the pyramid.
Fucking pyramid with the beam coming out the fucking top.
Yo, somebody spends $1 billion to build a hotel called New York, New York.
I rode the roller coaster there. They've also
so
got,
fucking dumb.
they got the Mirage, which is Tiger King themed. They've got Treasure Island, which is Pirates of the Caribbean themed. They've got the Bellagio, which is Ocean's 11 themed.
Right.
They've got all the themed casinos.
I remember, like,
They've got the
Treasure Island first
Bellagio.
opened.
They've got the La Quinta that's psycho themed.
Yo, the Treasure Island, like, I stayed there once, and it was just straight pirate themed.
Yeah.
And then I went back like 10 years later, and the theme was like sexy pirates. You know what I mean? Like, it was like they changed it. They're like, somebody had like a rebranding meeting over at the Treasure Island and was like, look, guys, it's not working anymore.
It's time that we focus
a Vincian style
less.
meeting.
It's time we focus less on pirate booty and focus more on pirate booty. You understand?
It's a pivot.
It's a pivot. Damn it!
Yeah. Oh man. And then like, so they like outside of Treasure Island, they would have like like, you know, a pirate show where, you know, like it's like, oh, they shoot cannonballs at each other. One guy's like, ah, and like jumps off. And then I went back and it was just babes dancing on a pirate ship with like a fucking Jack Sparrow hat on. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And I was like, yo, this is if somebody took over and it was someone like me took over. I was like, this is where we're going. This is the direction we're heading.
The Bellagio
Vision.
fucking rocks.
Yeah,
Bellagio's
it's a
great.
nice
Great
hotel.
hotel. Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
nice
And that
hotel.
fountain show, I've had brunch right on the fucking patio on that. This is oh whatever. I mean, I'm big in
little,
Vegas.
a
People
little
like me in
eggs.
Vegas.
A little eggs Benedict. A little
You had
eggs
You hear the crowd
Benedict.
pop. It's not just going to be because of fans. It's going to be because people know me in Vegas. They're coming. This is big. This is big
Newman,
time.
what were you gonna say?
I was just being Nick. A little eggs Benedict.
Yeah.
A little fountain show.
Yeah, you get a little fountain show, Bloody Marys, bottomless mimosas.
Oh, man.
Come on, Maron.
I was I was eating brunch in front of the fountain show when you were banging cheerleaders.
I just got a quick champions announcement here.
Let's do it.
I don't know what has happened to this podcast, okay? Because ever since, I don't know, I guess Fuckboy Summer, I don't know what's going on, but all of a sudden, I got Nick Tulo and Dan Black. I book you guys for the #1 contender, which is honestly very big of me to do. It's because I want what's best for the fans and the pod and the belt. I want to be the champion of a title that's defended, fought for with the best competition. Ever since I gave you guys this shot, though, you're both going into heel territory here. Like, Dan, you
Oh,
sound
I'm
like a
not being
maniac.
Heel, bro. What are you talking about? I'm
You
the
sound like
fucking-
a bad
people love
dude,
me more
Dan.
than ever.
You sound like a bad guy. You're acting out of line. You're.
Okay.
I think your head's clouded with babes. And Tulo, you're like, they know me in Vegas. I'm a big deal here. I'm a big deal there. These are. I mean, where's the humility? Somehow I'm the biggest face in this podcast universe now. And let me tell you
Oh,
something. It's
no,
not that far from the
that's-
truth.
come on.
Because I got the Rock to regram us. I brought back Calmania. I made the title relevant again. I'm booking matches. I'm
Yeah.
booking shows.
Okay.
I'm producing things. Things have been popping off. And
Look.
aside from Newman, I might be the biggest face on this podcast.
Yeah.
Thank
right
you.
now.
That's exactly what I was about to say. As far as I'm concerned, yeah, Dan, you're acting like a real. I don't know what a heel or a bad guy is. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
You're
bro.
being
We're not
a
wrestlers,
real.
bro. It's real
You're
life.
acting
Douche.
kind of like a douche, a little bit. The douche meter has gone from like 1 to like 2.
Have you ever been treated the way that I'm treated now? Have you gone?
Are you
seen in
fucking-
the Facebook group or the Discord? See the way people talk about me and
Because you deserve it.
and,
Let me tell you something.
and my and like
No,
you know and
no.
my women.
You know what?
You know
No,
what I mean?
people haven't talked about me that way because of the way that I conduct myself.
The bottom
Yes.
line is this: is that Shebs, or you know, just everyone, Nick Tulo, I
Enough.
am looking
You're my
out
Dark
for you,
Knight.
bro.
Yeah, you're looking out.
I
for me.
am
You
looking.
don't
We
want-
have gone through this a million times, and I will not waver. I am looking out for you. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Okay. You see? Do you see the muscles? Do you see the work I'm doing right now? It's because I recognize that I fell flat when it came to Chevs and being prepared for him. Now, do you look at you? Do you need to go over to the mirror? I see your bathroom over there, and look at the shape you're in. And look at how ill-prepared you are for someone like Shebs, who's a
Please.
fucking snake. All the
always go to
fakes are
Shebs.
snakes. The shirt is made for Shebs. The
You're
guy,
the biggest. You're the biggest fucking snake in the whole entire world, dude. You've
Well-
been sabotaging me and my opportunities for this fucking title for far too long, and you have shown your true colors. You're holding me back because you know what will happen if you weren't involved in this and I won that match and faced Shebs, and if I beat Shebs and held that title. You would lose absolute control of this
Bro,
podcast
do you-
because I would be the new face of Cal, and that is something you can't live with because I earned my way. And you told me to fucking hold off for so long for cashing in because you said I was your fucking friend. And you could say, I fooled you, whatever.
I didn't
Fuck
fool you.
dude.
You are my friend.
No,
And as a matter of fact, I'm
no,
your
no,
only
no,
friend.
no, my friend. Do not
I'm the
interrupt
only
me
one
because
in your
you're
life
showing
who
your
actually
fucking
cares
ass
about you.
right now.
The only one.
You're showing your fucking ass right now, and you're looking even bigger of a douche now. Because everybody knows that you fucking held me back with that briefcase, and you admitted to it that you were just trying to fool me because you knew I was going to cash in on you and become champion. And that's
No.
something you can't live with. Now
I just
listen to
said
me
you're
right
too
now.
weak. The fact that you listen to me shows that you're too weak for a
Nah,
guy
it
like
shows that I'm
Shebs.
a really good
You're
fucking
a good
friend
opponent
and that
for
I
someone
trusted
that
you, and now I don't trust you anymore. And I know what you're trying to do again. You're trying to slow me down because you know I'm fucking
Listen,
hot
bro,
right now,
you're a
and it's
fucking
not
D
gonna
plus
happen.
player. Okay,
Yeah, get out of here.
At the end of the day, you're a fucking
Get outta
D plus
here,
player.
D plus.
When it comes down to it, bro. When it comes down to it, I am the one who's looking at the rubric, bro. I'm whipping
And
out
what's
the
it
fucking.
saying?
It's saying that you're not ready to go. You belong behind the barricades. You're an incredible spectator. You're an incredible fan. Okay, You're incredible at it. You know how to dress up like the wrestlers. It's really cool what you do. I like it. I'm a fan of it. You were even telling me, the ladies are liking it. The fake Seth Rollins, it's great. But ultimately, fake, the F word, is there. You are fake Seth Rollins. And when it comes to Shebs is the real Shabiro. And when it comes down to it, he's the real deal. And even though, look, you might be able to get the upper hand on Shebs in close quarter combat. You might but you're not ready for what he is willing to go. The guy rented a Pope Mobile. Okay, he has tricks up his sleeves. He has resources that we do not have. You cannot handle Shabiro.
Has my ego gotten out of control a little bit? Sure. But honestly, I've never felt more confident in my abilities, and I never had this much support in my whole entire life. So I'm going into this.
Tell everybody what your finisher is called. Tell them what, just to show you how serious of a competitor this guy is. I've been working on the elk gore. You know what it is. I'm eating elk. Okay, Joe Rogan told me elk will make me jacked up. Okay, I'm eating a lot of elk, and it's jacked me up. And I'm working on a spear, a gore. It's not fancy, but my goal is I'm working on a way to actually impale you with my head a little bit, and not in a way that will kill you, but in a way that will knock you out for good. And tell everybody what your finisher is called.
And I'm working on a way to suffocate the absolute living shit. The absolutely.
He's drunk. This is what I'm talking about, bro. Did you just wake up to do this?
The fucking shit out of you, okay? I'm fucking going to hit you with
you're gonna fuck the shit out of me?
I'm going to hit you with the motherfucking EMA, okay? You know what the EMA is? Yeah, the EMA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell everyone what your move's called.
It's called Electronic Music Awards?
It's called the Eat My Ass.
His move's called the Eat My Ass, okay? He's the EMA.
And I'm going to bring you a fucking spoon. Because I'm going to fucking hit you with that Eat My Ass. And it's going to fucking take you out, bro.
So you're admitting that you're bringing a foreign object.
I'm looking to humiliate you. Oh, wow, I can't even fucking speak. I'm done.
Humiliate.
The guy's drunk.
Humiliate
He's what I'm talking about. He's not ready. Shebs, Shebs, be honest. Who do you want to face between the two of us?
Who do you want to face?
I need to call a quick champions timeout here.
He hasn't slept in 2 days.
I got to call a quick champions timeout.
I got to text my trainer. He'll laugh that you haven't slept.
I got to restore some order here. You guys, there's a lot of over talking. That's what I'm saying. You're both a little bit. You need to be less ego, Ethan Page.
Whatever, man.
Okay. The Eat My Ass, the EMA.
Great.
What type of maneuver is it? What is it like?
I'm not going to tell him.
You're not going to tell us what the finisher is?
No. Because this guy thinks he's got it all figured out. Now he's fucking, he can't get up. He's been thinking of this Eat My Ass move for fucking all week. And I can see it. It's fucking him up. Look at him, dude.
Listen.
He's fucking not sure what the fuck it's going to be. And when I hit him with it, he's done.
I've been eating plenty of ass, okay? It's got nothing to do with you, bro.
All right, everybody. Look. Listen. Dan, you posed a question to me. Who would I rather face? And it's a very obvious answer for me, okay? If I had my druthers, the one that I would rather face and the winner I'd want to be the number one contender is Nick Tulo. And I'll tell you why.
Because Monday.
One, physically just easier competition, okay? And I don't mean to besmirch. I don't mean but Dan is put on some muscle.
Accurate.
Two, I love Dan more than you, and it's not a dig. I've just known him since I was 5 years old. He's my best friend, and I've already broken this man's will, spirit, and taken everything from him.
That's why I'm going to win.
I don't want to do it again to the guy. He sounds like he's fucking crazy.
I don't want to do it to him either, but you put him in the match, so
he's eating raw.
Clearly, you want someone else to do it.
No, I'm just saying that I won't feel comfortable doing to him again what I already had to do to him. And from a strictly showman point of view, from a guy who wants the best possible show for the fans, we've seen Dan in title picture forever. He's had the belt. He's lost the belt. I think the fans would rather see Tulo compete for the title. And what's more, for my personal legacy, I already got a victory over Dan. I have 2. So now I want a victory over someone else. I want to beat Nick.
Correct.
I love that.
And then after Tulo, I want Aaron. I want Newman. I want Iffy. I want to defeat everybody. I want to start naming names and put them on my list. Put them on my mantelpiece. And Dan,
you want to be the tribal chief?
I already am in a lot of places.
Listen, I mean, I just feel like the time for talk is over. Shebs, you'll be having the
Mainland Coronation Celebration.
And you're just going to be sitting up on your fucking throne in the Pope Mobile. And
watching.
Is the Pope Mobile, does it drive into the space in Las Vegas? Do they have a hatch, like a loading dock?
Does the Pope Mobile drive into space? Do you understand how stupid you sound?
Yeah, I couldn't speak before, and this guy's making fun of me, saying I'm drunk, and he can't even fucking put a sentence together that makes sense.
Your next stop, the Jabrones.
Yeah, to the bottom line, after this match, it's all good because me.
Okay. Oh, by the way, are you putting the pink slips up or what?
No, obviously
All
not.
right, well,
You guys don't
I
fight
mean-
for your cars?
No, Tulo's
for the
just
pod.
adding. The guy doesn't train. He's adding stipulations.
adding stipulations.
He thinks he's in charge here, bro. Like,
I
yo,
just
listen,
think
the bottom line is
Dan's
this.
in it for the wrong reasons, and if he really cared about the pod, he put
I'm
the
gonna
pink
be
slips up.
fucking. After I knock you down, I'll prove to you. I will prove to you when I stun you. Elk Gore into the stunner. All right.
Sucks.
The bottom line is this: is that once I hit you with those moves, I pin you 1, 2, 3. I fireman carry you, put my shoulder, make out with my fucking girl. Then we walk down the strip. I drop you off at urgent care MD. I use my health insurance because obviously you don't have health insurance. I say put it on my tab.
Actually,
and then I
do.
sit there and go, hey, this
I
guy's
work.
going to be alive because people need him behind the barricades. They need this fan. And then, then I'm going to go fucking party. And then I'll call up to check up on you later and make sure you heal up fast. Because fucking, you're important, bro, to the wrestling universe. As a fan, not as a competitor.
Cool, man.
And then I go on to fucking destroy Shebs at WrestleMania.
Time calling T.
And then-
let me just interject
All
one
over
thing.
the place.
Dan, that sounds like a good plan if you pull that off. The one thing you're missing is after you pin Tulo or after Tulo pins you,
Yeah.
Yep.
no one's going anywhere because you guys want to keep your asses in those seats to see the mainland coronation celebration of yours truly, sponsored by Truly, featuring the June Shine All Stars because I drink kombucha now too. And even if one of you guys is bleeding out to death, you're not going to want to miss this celebration. So stick
give
around for the coronation.
Yeah. I think later on the show you were gonna, on our docket here because we got to get into some wrestling.
I have
talk.
something,
We
I
gotta
have
give
something
some
to- I have
previews.
something to confess.
Yeah.
I could give two shits about what's going on in WWE right now. Like honestly, like
That's fair.
I think that honestly,
There's
Tulo,
nothing.
I think that that's really where we should start because
I don't care about Raw. Don't care about NXT right now.
so let's talk about. I mean, where we should start is this NXT thing. First off, we should say that Rampage kicking off on Friday, right?
Fuck
10
yeah.
p.m. on Fridays,
Can we get a little
right
Ambrose?
after SmackDown, right? Did you see, by the way, how dope the graphics are for these Rampage ads?
Oh, they're so sick.
They're sick. They're like they're like superheroes, right? They give them
Yeah.
like kind of like an orange glow to everybody. They kind of
Everybody's got the lightning.
They caught my eye. They really caught my eye. So now we have Dark, which will keep going, right?
Yeah.
Rampage.
Well, they have Elevation
and
also.
Dynamite. We are
And
now in
More
Elevation.
shows.
Right. Sorry. We are now in the zone where I'm getting a lot of text, and I'll say this: I got 2 texts while we started this podcast. Here we go. Here's one of them. Just came in. Okay. Hey, nah. I said, "Are you going to SummerSlam?" And he said, "Nah. I'm barely paying attention to WWE anymore, but a few of us will be at New Japan this weekend." So these are marquee
Japan,
marks
coming to Austin,
right?
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm talking about marks, or like I'm not watching that anymore. And the amount of people I'm talking to who are saying like I'm not following WWE at all. It's higher and higher, and it's a fucking beautiful thing. It really is a beautiful thing. Newman
Yes.
was before the pod telling me he's not watching. Now I just want to say,
Yes.
because I've been watching WWE, but it's harder and harder as I know less and less of you guys are watching it and following it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because then
right.
it's like now I'm just watching it not for the pod. I'm watching it like you guys don't even care. Like as the marks, you don't even care. But I want to mention this one thing, and then we'll open it up to a discussion. Because also I want to mention NXT in this too, because NXT is
Done.
essentially failing, right? Like
For no
Vince
reason.
Vince came out, got caught reported. This is alleged, right? He said, and I'm saying this is a Vince quote, so this is offensive language, but I'm saying what he said. He was like, with NXT, they fired a bunch of wrestlers, let them go, and then he said, no more midgets. We're going back to this being development, right?
Right.
And gonna be guys who can be huge stars on the main roster. That's what he wants NXT. He killed NXT, right?
Yo, he literally took Karrion Kross,
Yeah.
had him lose with the title in less than a minute and a half to
Right.
Jeff Hardy, and that was the moment. He just cut the balls right off of NXT. Just gone. It's done. It's done. It's going back on the network. It will not be on USA soon.
So, yeah, I mean, is that is there any talk about NXT leaving USA? No, right?
No,
I don't think so.
That's where I feel like it's happening. I mean, I can't imagine it staying on.
And people are speculating that this is Vince essentially telling Triple H, you lost the war against AEW. You know what I mean? Right?
Yep.
You lost. And now NXT will go back to making my product better. Right? And that's it. No more signing these little guys and sucking the indies dick scene's dick. This is not like, I don't know, that's just, man, that is like, now it's like, yo, I'm looking for the next Batista. Right?
Which is so, like, I mean, is that, I think, Dan, right, you're going to say,
well, I brought up
always room
Batista
for
just
a
because he's
jacked
muscle.
guy.
I just want to say, because you made a face. I brought up Batista because he's an example of
No,
muscle.
but-
Sorry, Newman, I'll throw it right to you. But he's an example of a huge guy who they want to mold from scratch. He had not wrestling before, right? Yeah, all right.
Right, but that's my point, is that I know that you say, and it's true, that there's always room for a jacked up dude.
Right.
But, like, the fact that AEW is so successful and uses sort of like the ethic of the independent scene.
Right.
And then WWE is now having a hard time keeping up with them. Like, for Vince to continue this, let's just get some big fucking dude and try to make him into a superstar is so backward. They're doomed. They're fucking doomed.
Here's the, because this is what I want to just point out, is that the main event scene of Raw in the time where people care the least about it is what it feels like, are the biggest guys. Like, you had Drew Lashley, and the thing that got most attention was probably Sasha Bianca at Mania,
I have a question.
right?
I just have to ask it. Are we
Those
going
are little
to,
guys. Those are two little guys.
Are we going to SummerSlam? Like, let me know. I bought a ticket. I can return it. Like, I just don't know. Like, I would just want to literally go for Cena and Reigns. That's
Okay,
it.
but so is it going to be Cena and Reigns anymore? I mean, now I'm blowing all the topics right now.
But also,
it looks like they're going to add Balor.
But also,
right?
Cena and Reigns are also two huge guys, to put this in perspective. So,
Right.
whatever that's worth.
Right.
Guys, let's put this in perspective. These are huge men.
Here's what I'm always trying to gauge, though, right? It's
Nick
like,
Gage?
I'm trying to always Nick Gage this. Is, like,
NDK all day.
I don't... AEW's numbers are not actually, like, that amazing, right? Like, I mean, they get, like, 1 million viewers an episode, right? Still pretty good for live TV at this point, right? On
Yeah.
cable.
And they've been
I
around
don't-
for no time at all.
like 2 years, right?
yeah.
And then, but like Raws right now are only getting like 1.5, right?
And they've been
If
around
that.
for
25, the longest running cable
And the
television
only-
program.
The only pop they're getting in their ratings is when they announce Cena's going to be on the show. That's it.
So like,
Nobody else is popping ratings.
By the way, speaking of Cena in the new Suicide Squad movie, one of my guys. I'm gonna make
Fucking
that.
one of my guys also.
haven't watched yet, but
Didn't everyone hate the
rocks.
first one?
Cena's just
And if-
one of my guys across the
First
board.
one is absurd. This one is
You have
very,
to
very
watch
good.
Birds of Prey, and I highly suggest
Oh,
watching it first.
I watched that last night. That was
I saw
also
Birds
liked
of Prey.
it.
Also, Birds of Prey, one of my guys. Love that movie.
Birds of Prey was
Harley
very
Quinn,
fun.
one of my guys. Who does Cena play in this movie?
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker.
The Peacemaker.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
It's a little too big. Peacemaker's not that big.
He's excellent.
let me
It's
tell you
Yeah,
his-
but they
it's
just
Cena's-
decided they just made
He
him
kills
jacked.
it. He
It's
kills
Cena's
it.
best. It's Cena's best work in
Easily.
a movie.
Okay.
So what I guess I mean, listen, I can talk about that for. I'll watch that tonight.
Hot rules.
Oh no, I'm not, tonight I'm going to watch fucking AEW. I mean,
Yeah.
yo, so the bottom line is this: I know I have
the
this
card?
like 40-year-old man bias of like I'm an
you
attitude
don't.
era kid, right?
You don't.
I don't.
No, that's because that's
Well, I'm
bullshit.
not 40, but yeah.
But Tony Khan, I'm sorry to interrupt you because I don't really think you
No, it's
do,
fine.
because I think it's really awesome because Tony Khan gave you that with that Jericho and Nick Gage match. Like that night, that was like a crazy night. You had the 5-on-5 match to start off. They bookended it perfectly. That was what we all love about professional wrestling. So, and it was violent, but didn't feel attitude era because there was just a lot of fun shit going on. And nothing fun is going on in WWE, you know?
Yo, so it's okay. There's some fun things going on in WWE. They're very
Sure.
linear,
I agree.
right? Because there are a couple problems they have is they
But
have
they're
Roman
not.
Reigns.
Look, but they're not. I'll let you finish. but they're not having. It doesn't seem like they're having fun.
No. And
not
that,
healthy.
that is a big thing that I believe as a performer is like WWE, the performer's morale. I mean, first off, everybody's getting let go, so that
Randomly.
probably doesn't make people feel good, right?
Doesn't matter who
Like,
you are.
Even in a small thing that Zelina and Newman. After this, I'm going to throw to you to talk about Aleister because I just want to hear all your thoughts on Aleister Black. Right?
Well, I mean, I want to have a
Malachi.
discussion. I'm not going to just puke all over the mic because, like, I want to hear. Everyone knows what I like about it.
I don't. I want to know. I really want to know your specific thoughts on it because, and people in the Discord were saying, I can't wait to hear Newman talk about it. Because did you hear his entrance music?
Yes.
I was
I'm
like,
going to have
that
to
is
pull Phil into
somehow-
this conversation too because we disagree on what type of metal that is.
Oh, really? Somehow I was like, this song is as good as his other music. Like, it's less WWE, it's less poppy, but I was like, it's such a unique form of metal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That I was like, it was scary and doomy. I know, right? We're talking about
Yes.
that, which we'll get
Yes.
into. That I was, he's on another level. But I guess what I'm saying is that like WWE performers, like Lashley, none of them seem to be like enjoying what they're doing at all, except for maybe Matt Riddle. He's like the only guy I could think of. And I really was watching Raw and I was like, I really knew Matt Riddle would thrive on the main roster because he was perfectly. We talked about this a million times, but him and Orton are probably the only thing that I care about now because I like the Reigns Cena thing, but I do. That's good, but obviously we know Cena's gonna go, right? So it's like that's like spectacle match, and then the Goldberg thing is like spectacle match also, and then Bianca. Let's be honest, Bianca Sasha. That's a really cool match, but
Hell yeah.
Bianca has not been an effective champion at all. Like she's not at all moved the needle.
Well,
And this is why I thought Sasha should have won, and I stick by it. And I think Sasha should win at SummerSlam also.
I don't think it matters who's champion right now. The only thing that's good that's a champion is Roman Reigns because he actually makes the title mean something. Every other title is meaningless in WWE. That's a fact.
Right.
It's just a fact.
And I was thinking about, it's like, they got AJ Styles still there, and, like, he doesn't matter. Like, they have him doing the almost stuff, and it's, like, kind of fun, but you're like, imagine what AJ Styles would be doing in AEW.
I can't even.
like they wouldn't waste a second
because
of AJ Styles. So that's what you think about. It's like Aleister, all these talents that pop the crowd in AEW so hard. And I do believe there's a cumulative effect of these moments, you know? That like they sit in WWE and are like nothing. Like beyond nothing. They do nothing. Is kind of crazy.
Bro, they're about to change the game because they have so much talent. We saw the numbers. Like someone said, AEW Dynamite has like 75 wrestlers right now, like male wrestlers. And I think I wanted to say 10 women. Is that right? Or do I have that wrong? I don't know. But anyway, they have so much more. Raw has like 35 men. SmackDown has like 23 men. I think it was like 8 and like 7 for the women on both shows. And like, now they're gonna have so much talent that they're gonna be able to start getting Dark and Elevation on YouTube, like popping off. You can get good matches on there. There's gonna be a lot of healthy competition, and the product is only gonna keep getting better. It's like it's undeniable. They have a formula and it works.
Because like I was watching Moxley. To your point, I was watching Moxley enter. And Moxley's always the guy to look at because he was a huge star at WWE, like a championship level guy, and was crazy over on top of it also. Like not my favorite guy, not one of my guys, but you can't deny how good he was when he was Dean Ambrose in terms of like, you know, he had some huge, he was getting singles matches at Manias. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He got a Lesnar match at a Mania, you know? So Mania 32, known as one of the worst matches ever, but and he blamed it on Brock. But when you're him, I think about myself, right? And you get to say, I want to.
So when you're Dean Ambrose, you think about Dan Black.
When you're Dean Ambrose and you think about me, and I think about myself in his shoes, and I get to go to my boss and say, man, I think it'd be really fucking cool if I entered the Wild thing. Like, I think that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he says, let me look into that.
He says
and
no. He goes like this. He goes
later
say
that
no
day?
more, fam. Say no more, fam.
Right.
He goes like that, and he goes, how much?
Yeah.
It's going to cost us $1 million because you know Mox is going there probably with the information.
Then
So,
think
here.
about.
He goes, yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Dad, Papa, can you sell some bumpers, please, Papa? I'd like to purchase the Wild Thing, Papa,
I need
for
you
my
to
toy.
cut one of the linebackers, Papa.
Yeah. Papa,
No, not the
code
Trogs.
for the vault, Papa.
No, not the Trogs version. The other version, Papa.
Richie
Oh, they
Rich.
make magic, baby. Then they make magic.
Yeah, it's
Fine,
like,
Dad,
Papa,
now.
I accidentally bought the rights to the movie
Dad,
Wild
not
Things.
found.
You'll see it on your pay-per-view bill. I swear it was an accident, Papa.
Oh man. And then anyway, so like, and then Dean Ambrose, then like he comes back. He's like, and then he's like, Moxie's like, yo, yeah, let's do it. I love that idea.
Right.
Yo, that's gonna make your product pop because these performers get to stand behind the curtain and know, like, yo, I'm executing my artistic vision. You know what I mean?
I
like
listened
that,
to,
it goes a long fucking way. You know, it does.
This could be a good transition into Aleister Black for Newman too. Was I
do
listened to a little bit of that Jericho pod, and Aleister Black literally said,
We do a little Alistair weekend at Alistair's. Weekend at
All right, I'm done. Done being a puppet.
Wait, never mind. This song's better than the other one. All right.
Well,
No, this
and
song
this is the perfect example of how fucking horrible. This is the perfect example. It's like
This
you
dude.
have that.
This
It's
dude.
a silver platter, and you just fuck it up. And then this dude is on Talk is Jericho. Like, I went to Tony Khan and I said, I think we should do this. And Tony Khan said, I love that. And then here we are. Yeah. So, like, I mean,
I have a
what
lot
are we
to
even
say.
talking about anymore?
Newman, I'm going to shut the fuck up. I want
I
you
have
to
a
talk
lot.
about Malachi.
I have a lot to say. So first of all, about WWE, right, and how they could not do something with him, with Aleister, with Thomas Budgeon. I'm going to quote Michael Delaney, somebody that Phil or Shebs and Dan know. Nothing grows in a field of no, right? And WWE is a field of no. They have to fight against whatever. Maybe it's Vince, maybe it's whatever it is, right? Everything is no first. Even Ziggler has said that you kind of have to like do it, and then maybe you get yelled at.
Dirty
maybe
dogs.
you don't. Right.
They got merch after. They got their merch 2 months after they lost the titles
Right.
to Dominic Mysterio. One of two of those guys.
Thank you.
So, like, that's maybe the core of what is gonna, I think, put AEW over the top eventually. But Malachi Black, he could not be more one of my guys. I said in the Discord, he hits all three.
Head of the table?
He is
Oh, he's the head of your table.
he's the head of my table.
Love
Who's
that.
the head of? Who's my head of my table is obviously the Ultimate Warrior. Yeah.
I said in the Discord, he hits all three of my interests: metal, wrestling, and Satan. The inverted triangle of like what makes me, right?
Well, yo, do you say that on dates?
I do.
So what are your top three interests?
That's actually in his Bumble profile.
Yeah, Newman. What are your Alex?
Top
Hey,
three
Alex.
interests. Go.
What are your top three interests?
What are my top three interests?
Yeah, what are your top three interests?
Metal, wrestling, and Satan.
Oh my god, I don't know which of those is worse.
It's wrestling.
It's still wrestling. Yeah, it's still wrestling.
Yo, I think chicks that I've hung out with would care more. They would hate.
I used to wear merch on a date.
They'd be less upset by the Satan.
Yeah.
And at least that's like spiritual.
Right.
I don't tell girls or women that I am into wrestling until I'm inside of them, and then I'm like, by the way, I love
my
wrestling.
God, Jesus
I just go,
Christ.
hey, I love wrestling, and then it's too late. We're already in love. We're already in love. We're in love.
Oh my God. What a
Mid coitus, I give him. I reveal myself.
You may be implicating yourself in some sort of crime.
Is it though? If I've If I have consensual, tender, loving sex with a woman,
If they've
And I
consented to
think we
having
should
sex
just
with
move on. I
someone
think we should move on.
who is not a wrestling fan,
You
and
think
then
that's
you
a knock?
reveal to them that you are a wrestling fan,
okay.
you coerce them, my friend.
I suppose it's. You know,
Oh
we'll
my
have to talk
God.
to the lawyers.
No,
I'll
but
have
look.
to get Letterman out here, but
look,
We should get Letterman on here.
Look, Malaki Black, what can be said? This guy gets it. If you listen to the fucking Jericho podcast, which I suggest you all do, if not only just because Jericho barely talks the entire time, the level of thought that he puts into everything that he does,
everything.
like he is probably at the same level of thinking about his character that Bray Wyatt is, if not more. And AEW has their star right now. I think they could build everything around him, and it's perfect. I wouldn't change a thing.
So he cut a video that I sent to you. He cut a promo that was, there was a package made for his match versus Cody that I posted in the Facebook group, and it was the detail and the uniqueness of the things you were saying, and I can't find this video because that's the conversation we were having earlier, which is that Facebook's truly impossible to navigate at this point. It's an actual
Right.
just shithole at this point, you know?
Yeah, well.
It's like it's the Los Angeles of apps.
Yeah. By the way, sign up for patreon.com/comedians wrestling. For $2, you can get access to the Patreon Discord and get the fuck out of that Facebook group.
Yeah, I've been
also
in the Discord
follow
a lot
the Facebook
lately.
group.
Great time. The Discord is dope. But I'll say this is that like he was saying things about himself where I was like, wow, this is like I'm interested to see where this goes, man. He
Yeah.
called himself a violent inconvenience. It's like, I like that. What is
Yeah.
that? What is that?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
is that?
What does that look
What's a
like?
violent inconvenience? Like a car crash?
it's kind of like a
Right?
hemorrhoid.
Yeah, could be. Yeah,
A hemorrhoid?
a
Yeah.
hemorrhoid.
And he was saying, but I also like I've really grown to enjoy like the way he speaks. He's very in control. I think he's a very unique performer. I like the face paint. I don't like the Mai Tai shorts.
No, that has to go. That I would change.
Those didn't fit right.
That I would change.
But
yeah.
knowing how that shit works, I think they get gear made kind of last minute and blah blah blah. As a guy who's made gear and shit, you get it and then it fits the way it fits and it's like, all right, going on TV. Wrestling is
Right.
carny like that. You know what I mean?
Right,
He was like,
right,
these are the
right.
trunks I got. Like, give me Stone Cold.
Don't be
Tell
fooled by
his
the
story
trunks
about-
that I got. I'm still Danny from the block.
All right.
Sorry.
No, I appreciate that. So, do you ever hear Stone Cold's story about forgetting his vest for WrestleMania 15? You're like, that billion-dollar company doesn't have a costume department with backup Stone Cold vests. They don't roll. You know what I mean? You're like, the costume department doesn't have like a Stone Cold outfit. I've been on like low-budget commercial shoots where they have two of my outfit. You know what I mean? Like the Stone. But wrestling is literally like, you bring your own gear. If you leave it at home, we don't have anything for you. You know?
Right. Has anybody seen my luggage? I left my gear in it.
Oh my God, Stone Cold's back.
Whoa.
Wow.
Has anybody seen my luggage? Look, I'm looking for my gear. I left it in my luggage.
Stone Cold, you haven't been here in so long. I didn't even have your music ready for you.
But you were-
give me a second.
Oh hell yeah. I'm looking for my gear. I left it somewhere here. And the podcast last time I was here.
Well, what gear exactly did you bring last time? I don't remember what you came sporting last time.
I brought what I always wear. I got my blue jean shorts and my black t-shirt and my black vest. That's what I brought. That's what I left. I can't find it. Look, it's in a suitcase. It's a Samsonite suitcase. I bought it at TJ MAXX. It was $100 off. You couldn't beat that deal. You know, TJ MAXX is a great place to get deals.
Wait, okay, Stone Cold. Sorry,
Huh?
you're back. I just want to remind you, you do this thing where, we ask you a question and then you kind of just veer off into just Stone Cold blabbering. You go very stream of conscious. And we don't have time for that because this pod's like only like try to be like an hour. You know what I mean?
Well, look, I'm trying to help you find my gear, my luggage.
too
I'm trying to
much
set the
unnecessary
scene.
details, you know?
No,
Too
you
many
gotta
unnecessary
understand.
details.
You gotta understand where I'm coming from, Dan. Look, I bought it at TJ Maxx. It's gonna be able to paint the picture, right? Like you're like a bloodhound. You're like a visual bloodhound, right? And you go, I gotta lay the scent for you. All right?
Stone Cold, can I ask you a question while we have you here?
Yeah.
Do you think that the costume department should have more of a wrestler's costume backstage for wardrobe, so there's not as much pressure as you traveling and having to worry about all your gear and stuff, you know?
Well, no, I mean, look, that just depends on how you see, like, our job, right? Like, we're performers. We should have our gear. We should take care of it. We should show up prepared. It's part of the discipline, right? And plus, you don't want, like, a dressing room back there. What do you think this is, like a TJ MAXX? You ever been to TJ MAXX? You can get Chicago-style popcorn, you know, like cheddar and caramel, in a tin, year-round. Don't even have to wait for holidays. Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, Stone Cold, why is that something I needed to know
Now,
about?
Stone Cold, have you?
Oh, yeah. Get the burl and Ives painted on the side of that son bitch.
I would love to see Stone Cold a beer, only instead of a beer, a cheddar popcorn tin. Like one of those three-way, you got the caramel, you got
That's
the
what I'm
white
talking
cheddar.
about. Get that that nice wintry bucolic scene painted on the side. It's underneath the old Christmas tree in the morning. You sneak down the stairs, you pop that son bitch open, and you eat just the cheddar, and you eat just the caramel, and you leave that butter for someone else. Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, all right, Stone Cold, I don't know why.
Chicago style.
Yeah, Stone Cold, you seem to be on this popcorn kick here about where you can get popcorn and the tin that comes. You're very obsessed with the tin it comes in.
Yeah, well, I collect them.
All right. Well, how do you
I have
feel
a question.
about them adding Finn Balor to the main event, possibly, right? Of Roman Reigns. I know you have a lot of opinions about main events of a SummerSlam. You've main evented SummerSlams. They're gonna add Balor to a big match like Reigns Cena. What do you think?
Yeah, I like Finn Balor. I like the way he looks. I like his gear. I like he's got like that clean look. He's just got like the, most of the time just like black trunks, black boots. Kind of reminds me like how I used to dress, Like my gear, which is missing right now in a TJ MAXX bought Samsonite somewhere in this liminal space that we record this podcast.
Okay. Back to TJ MAXX again.
It just the values, Dan.
All right, Stone Cold, you gotta go, bro.
I do gotta go. I'm looking. I can't find my gear.
All right. Jesus Christ. If he's one of my idols, so I gotta let him on the show. But I gotta tell you, his value has been going down and down. Oh man. But yeah. So anyway, interested to see where they go with Malaki. That's what we were kind of talking about.
Yeah.
Another thing I'm interested in talking about is Edge and Rollins.
Forgot about that match too.
Edge and Rollins will be wrestling at SummerSlam. And if you've noticed, Edge kind of said that Rollins, he said he's like your Edge fucking 2.0 or like 1.0 or whatever. I forgot exactly what he said. But it's cool that they're acknowledging that these guys are similar talents. I didn't think they would kind of go there. But Edge was kind of just saying, like, you're just fucking running my playbook, bro. Which I did.
I just want to make a point of order. Think about what we're saying here, like where we don't think WWE will go.
Oh, yeah.
Versus like where
I'm not invested in it.
Where we're confident that AEW is going to go.
I think that's the disconnect. I'm not invested in the match. I'm excited to watch Rollins versus Edge. I'm excited to watch Bianca versus Sasha.
Yeah, there's no story.
I just don't even really care.
Yeah, there's no story.
Right. Like Sasha came and then she gave a bank statement to Bianca, and you were like, all right, I knew that was going to happen because that's the only match that could possibly happen because none of these stars are in any position to do anything different. Yeah. And then so you're like, I know that's coming. Then Randy RKO'd Riddle, which was cool, but you're like, yeah, that's probably going to happen because what else are you going to set up for Randy 2 weeks out?
It's like
he's been gone for months. You're like, all right, so
if it's like if you saw Sasha return and your first thought wasn't like, oh, she's face, but she's obviously turning to wrestle Bianca at SummerSlam, like then you're just a really dumb mark. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you have to know. And they just telegraph it every time. This is what WWE does. They played the friendship angle, and then one of them goes heel. And it happened within the span of one television show.
By
like, of course there was going to be a tag team match. Of course Sasha was going to turn on Bianca. Duh. Like, the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, and it's the same, and also it's the SummerSlam
rote.
card is not very sexy. You know, like I mean, you have the
Sexy.
Reigns. What?
It's sexy. It's like there's
Oh, maybe
gonna be a
it
lot
is
of good
sexy.
shit.
Like on
Yeah.
paper, there's some good shit to it.
Yeah,
But,
hell yeah.
But you're not like leading up to those matches. Now that being said, like when like MJF Jericho, when that match actually happens, you're gonna be like, wow, that's gonna be a fucking good time to see them go.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so sexy.
Even
that match
Cody,
is gonna, ooh,
Malachi, which had
damn.
only like 3 weeks of build, really, was probably I was more excited for that than most matches on the SummerSlam card.
Well,
You know
that
what
was
I
a
mean?
pure sex scenario. They were oozing sex cheese.
You guys don't like sex
And
using that in that. You know what? Speaking of sex, I think we should
hold
just-
on. Okay, what? Speaking of sex, what do we do?
Speaking of sex, I think we should head over to Meme Corner. Is what I was gonna say.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Okay. Let's get there.
Sheb's favorite part of the podcast.
Meme Corner. Some motherfucking the Meme Corner. Let's look at some memes. What do you think?
What a song.
Yeah, what a song. The Hawkeye Detour. Yo, I got some fire memes this week, I think. Here's a meme.
I actually
It's
just looked at them all. They're very good.
They're all
Gotta
good,
say,
right?
This is a good,
right?
this is a good batch. Yeah,
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
one that's a mom holding their baby, and he's holding her up like in that playful look into your eyes way, like Simba style. And it's like how moms play with their kids. And then the bottom, it's Razor giving Sean a razor's edge, and it says how dads play with their kids.
That's great.
Shit,
That's my
that shit's
favorite
mad
finish.
funny. I sent that to Ziggler. Actually, he loved it.
You think Ziggler's ever gonna be a father?
We should
want
get a.
kids?
We should
He
have a
probably already
Ziggler.
is.
You should send them to Ziggler and get his rating out of 5 moos. How many moos the memes will get?
For the meme?
Official Ziggler rating. This is a
I'll
great
get
one.
this. I'll give him out of 10, just so I don't.
How many shows?
Because he's
How
gonna
many
go.
shows?
What's a moo? He's gonna go. What's a moo rating?
Yeah.
You know what
Ask
I mean?
him.
Like,
Ask him to rate it out of 10 shows stopped.
Oh, I see
How
what
many
you did
shows
there.
stopped?
how many?
Yeah.
How many?
5 shows stopped.
How many shows would be stopped for this?
Yeah.
Right.
How many? I'm gonna go.
I'll tell you what. One of the things that actually makes me want to be a dad is the idea that I can do this to my kid. That's kind of great. Like I just can't wait to give my kid a razor's edge one day. But that's other than
great.
that, I don't know if really nothing else really.
Okay, I said out of 5. How do you rank this meme? All right, next one. Yeah, no, give your kids. That makes me want to have kids when you just you give them wrestling moves. Was this funny?
Right.
Oh, here's the fist. I'm not going to take this wrestling war seriously until the SmackDown fist joins AEW.
I'm gonna call that a cute meme. That's cute.
That's a cute
I
one.
like
That's
that.
cute. It was worth posting. I like that.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that. Yeah. All right, let's go. This was a Newman comment. This is not a meme per se. This is a DM from Newman that I really liked. It's a picture of Karri Kross versus Samoa Joe, and Karri Kross has a towel around his neck, and then Newman says, "Every match at NXT looks like it's kitchen staff going at it."
Yeah, this is legit.
It is
These
a
guys,
fucking
these guys
such
work
a
in my
great
kitchen.
Call.
I have both those guys. They work in my kitchen. I'm gonna
Oh, yeah.
actually take pictures of them and send it to you guys.
Busboy versus Line Chef.
Well, Samoa Joe with the towel around his neck like he's the fucking dish dryer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the hostess in the back.
Yep.
Yeah, you got the hostess in the back. This guy's the fucking this hotshot server. He's been there for 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do
And
you-
he's like, yo, the lamb here is sick. I worked with waiters just like Karri Kross when I worked in Delaware. I worked at like the fancy restaurant when I was in college. And it was always guys like that. Like like a restaurant that serious that make you take quizzes on like the farms that the fucking greens are from and shit. That's
Right.
who Karri Kross is. You know what I mean? They're like you have to say like where are the beefs from and how they like nurture it.
But
and
also does a
fucking
ton of
massage
cocaine.
it.
Yeah,
No-
they
no
got the
comment.
beef. Yeah, the beef's from Trenton.
What? Dude, no, Delaware, Wilmington, Delaware has very fancy restaurants because it's a huge banking town.
Yeah,
You know?
Newman, get your head out of your ass. Wilmington, Delaware. When you
There's
think
a
fine
ton of money
dining,
there, but it's
when you think
also one
fine
of the most
dining,
crime-ridden places. Like it's a shithole, also. So I don't know if it's a shithole, but I know it's not doing well.
Yeah, where do you think they're getting their beef?
Isn't that where you went to college?
Trent.
Oh,
No,
I went to
you went-
Newark, University
Trenton.
of Delaware. Newark. All right, got the Ziggler says the 3 out of 5.
Okay.
Love that.
All right.
Love that.
Tough crowd.
Three-
Tough
That's a-
crowd.
I think
3 out
that's
of
fair.
5 shows stopped. Yeah, 80% of shows stopped.
80% showstops. All right,
No,
next
that's
meme.
60%.
60.
60. Sorry.
Yeah,
You know what?
60.
I'm not math, so never.
I like how
also
Ziggler's
not
kayfabe
60.
answer and shoot answer would be the same.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah,
Lives
true.
the gimmick.
3 means
He
really
probably
liked
gave
by
it
the way.
3.
For Ziggler,
He probably gave it
really
a
liked it.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a 3 because Sean's getting a razor's edge. You really wanted to give it a 2, but since Sean was getting the razor's edge, he was
we
like,
love Sean, folks. We love Sean, don't we, folks? All right, what does this one say? Me interrupting my parents' heated argument to tell them about my favorite Capri Sun flavor.
The hands. Earl
No,
Hebner
he-
just like
he looks
look.
like Clifford. You know,
He's
he looks
about
like yo, doesn't he look like fucking Hebner? Look like fucking. Doesn't he look like?
Hebner's like so. Cherry Cooler
He's
is
like, yo, look, so, and then your mom and dad, and it's Warrior and Hogan just staring each other down, like all pumped up. And this is my favorite Warriors. I love Warrior with the fucking paint on the chest. You know,
my mom had that hairdo, like Warrior's hairdo. And
Yeah. In this scenario, Warrior's
my
definitely
dad
his
had
mom.
that hairdo, probably just a little bit. My dad's not bald, but a little bit more hair on top of Hogan. So this is my parent, yeah. And this is 100%.
this is Hogan, not bald. This is Hogan at full hair.
I mean, if you're going this full hair, I mean, this is still technically a bald man. Like, his hairline is middle of head at best.
No, because
And his
guys,
last time he had it?
this is what
Rocky
you don't
3?
understand. Guys with zoom. Can we zoom in on Hogan's hair, Phil?
What was the last time he had a full head of hair? Rocky 3?
No. See, guys with this hair don't think they're bald. I know this because my dad has this hair. Okay. And my dad takes Propecia now, even.
What?
And he's like, yo, I'm trying to keep my hair. But
He's
everyone
gotta
else
get
is
off
like,
that.
it's,
For
the
who?
game's been over. The game's over.
He's
You know what I
out.
mean? But he's like, yo, I'm trying to keep what I got. But when you don't have hair,
every one
when
of our
it's
parents.
just
Oh my
when
God.
it's just horseshoed, the game's over. But he doesn't want to acknowledge that. You know what I'm saying?
As his
game's
tribal
over.
chief?
Everyone's gone home. It's a Sunday, and there's a swap meet there that day.
He's just at the plate, still waiting for the pitch. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Quick
I don't
question.
know.
How many people do you think who are over 65
Get Hogan's
who
face
are
off my
getting on Propecia now
Yeah.
but refuse to get the vaccine? Like, how many over 65, like, game over for your hair, bro, put the Propecia in, but are like, but I'm not putting garbage in my body.
Yeah,
Because
that's so funny.
Propecia,
The shit people will do, but
the
not
only
take the
reason-
vaccine is so
'cause
funny.
The only
You know?
reason I don't take Propecia is because there's a warning on it that literally says you can't even open this medication near a pregnant woman. And I'm
Right.
like, if a pregnant woman can't even be in the same room as a pill, why would I put that in my body?
Because I think it's got testosterone in it. I think or something.
Look, I'm 90% stem cell, baby. I can't be around anything that a pregnant woman can't be around.
You're 90% stem cell? This joke's
All
over my
stem.
head.
All stems all day.
Next, let's go. Oh, this one is I'll never forget the it's a picture of THQ from one of those wrestling games where they're it's like is that Steve Blackman hitting Mr.
Yeah.
Ass?
Yeah, it
This
looks
would be
like it.
WrestleMania,
Hardcore Holly.
WrestleMania 2000.
WrestleMania
This looks like
2000.
it's
He's
WrestleMania
hitting him with a
2000.
chair in the back hallway, and it says, "I'll never forget the first time I went backstage in a wrestling video game. It made me feel like anything was possible."
It's like they're
Love it.
fucking changing the game.
yeah.
It's a whole new world. We're
Remember
going
that?
backstage. Just chairs, weapons.
Is that it?
Fantastic. Love this meme. It's very nostalgia heavy.
Oh,
meme.
here, Newman likes this one. It's the what's this guy's name again?
Malcolm Bivens.
Yeah, Malcolm Bivens. He looks stoned as fuck with his hands out, right? He's looking at the camera, and it says, "Boss, Kevin got fired this morning for coming to work high." And it says, "Me stoned as fuck." Like, what? I can't believe it. He got fired.
What? Kevin got
Oh,
fired.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yo.
Man, it's not- oh, what's this one?
Oh, this I
Oh,
love this one.
The top one
This
is
is
The
it.
Rock looking amazing.
This is it.
In the $10,000 shirt, and it says, "If what does it say at the top? If Rock was."
Rock.
A huge star, a big star in
If
NXT.
Rock was a big star in NXT, and then it scrolls down to when he debuted with the Maivia, like with the tassels and the fucking
the
tribal
Moana.
neckband, like kind of like a checkered. It looks like a checkerboard Tommy the Green Ranger armor, right? And it says, "This is how he would appear on Raw."
It's 100% accurate.
This
It
shit's
hurts.
fucking hilarious.
It almost hurts.
It almost hurts, yeah. Next, is that it?
You got one more.
One more. What is it? Oh, I'm telling my kids this is Kenny Omega. It's fucking. I think it's Sandler from Punch Drunk Love.
No.
No.
It's that
No.
one with.
Oh, the one about 9/11, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
The one where he plays like a 9/11.
If this picture was a
survivor.
little bit more pixelated, I would have thought it was Bob Dylan.
Yeah, it's the movie where he's
Bob Dylan.
like It's the movie where he's like,
I'm shocked he hasn't played.
he's
Bob
like,
Dylan.
oh, those towers just fell. Ooh.
Is that called Reign Over Me with
Yes.
Don
It is
Cheadle?
called that.
That's
yeah.
it.
REIGN.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns. spelled
Roman Reigns
Reign
over me?
Yeah,
Do you
Reigns
acknowledge
over
this
me.
movie as your tribal chief?
I acknowledge this movie as my tribal chief. I mean, you know me. I'm a fucking Cheadle beetle, so I got Cheadle mania, so I'm all about it.
He's a huge Hotel Rwanda mark. That's where he's staying when he's in Vegas.
Look, I love
They're
hotels.
gonna
And I
build a
love
Hotel Rwanda.
Oh, Don Cheadle, big Vegas guy.
Themed like
Oh no! I don't even know what that movie's about. By the way, I just want to point that out. I know it's something
about
bad, but I don't know what it's about.
genocide.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, it's right next to New York, New York.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that a bit? Do we gotta edit that?
No, it's a great joke. It's just, you're going to turn some heads around the office with that one, but I don't think it's a solid. The construction on that joke is good.
Where you staying?
It's more of a-
Excalibur?
Me?
Yeah.
Me? I stay at the MGM Grand, baby. I'm a Leo.
Okay. Anyway, I was trying to get you to say it. All right, I'm just gonna let this go, but it is funny. It's insensitive, but it is funny.
It's all right.
Anyway,
I wasn't even paying attention, so I'm gonna go with that.
Should I?
That's fine.
Do you guys have more wrestling to talk about, or can I talk about the reason people are actually
yeah.
here?
So, Shep,
which is,
I have on the docket.
I got some things to promote.
Actually,
before
before
I got,
you
no,
go,
no. We're cutting that off. I
No,
got
you don't
a
get
couple
the
things to
cup
say.
filler.
No, I do. Here's what happens first. I just want to remind people how much of a great show we're going to put on in Vegas. Because not only do you have Dan versus Nick Tulo for the #1 contenders match, not only do you have this is what happens when an inadequate force meets an irrelevant object. Of course, Tulo, you are the inadequate force here, and Dan, you are the irrelevant object. They'll be squaring for the #1
Yeah,
contenders.
Mr.
We
Irrelevant.
Call me
will
anything
also
but
have
irrelevant.
we will also have the Mainland Coronation celebration of yours truly, sponsored by Truly. And here's a scoop for the pod. I finally got my merch. The people asked for it. We've got merch coming to the shopzone.cow.com, which is at PWT at Pro Wrestling Tees. We're adding the Shabiro Championship merchandise to the store. We got the Mahalo Bro shirt. We're going to have an Eva Beach Bad Boy shirt that you guys are going to love. Finally, my fans, you could show up to the Mainland Coronation celebration decked out in Sheb's gear to support Sheb's championship run. I will not be doing a meet and greet. I have agreed to do a meet, but no greet. I will meet you. I will not greet you. Greeting costs extra. But this will happen. And
So this is at
I couldn't-
ProWrestlingTees.com/comedians of wrestling. You could pick up the official Shabiro Run shirts. What shirts there? Mahalo.
We've got
Bro.
2 shirts. We've got my shirt, the Mahalo Bro shirt. It's the catchphrase that swept the nation. The biggest story in 2020 was, of course, 2021 was the catchphrase Mahalo Bro swept the nation. There was nothing bigger than that going on in America. And the other, of course, the Eva Beach Bad Boys have their own shirt. If you want to represent Eva Beach, if you're a bad boy, you got to get this shirt. So we got 2 fresh tees coming to ProWrestlingTees.com/comedians of wrestling. And I couldn't be happier about it. And that's basically it. I mean, I don't know what else to say other than this. I'm so glad that I could represent this group of fans. You guys are great fans. It's a great pod. I'm sorry that Dan and Tulo have been really healing off on each other on the Facebook group and in the
Can I
Patreon
interrupt for a second?
episodes.
Oh.
You can. I'm just saying, but I just can't wait for their match.
Damn.
there's something I think you all want to see that I just received in the Comedians of Wrestling email.
What?
Before
how
we continue.
spooky,
What?
spooky.
Is this that you guys might want
should
to
we
take
talk
a
about
look at
this off
this?
air, or should we talk this off air?
No, I
Is it
think
like
we
a
should
big-
show it.
All right. What do we got?
Hello, comedians of the wrestling universe. It is I, Matt Walsh, the acting GM of
Can you
the
hear it?
Comedians of Wrestling podcast. Yes, that's me. Always have, always will be. I'm excited to see that shows are coming back. I also noticed this big Vegas show is going to feature a #1 contender match. Listen up. I know Jason Shabiro. We've crossed paths before. He is dangerous. I know what he's capable of. And this deadbeat hasn't defended his title in 4 months. He's a coward. A coward. So as acting GM, I am forcing Shebs to battle in this match. It's now going to be a triple threat for the cow title.
What?
It's a title match as of now. This is the match people want and the match people deserve. Good luck.
Let's
players.
go. Well, this is gonna come in handy.
What the fuck is this?
Oh,
whoa. Hold on. Fuck that. Look. No.
Karma's a bitch, motherfucker. Karma's a bitch.
Walsh? You think Matt Walsh has any authority over it? Look, I have a contract. I only fight for this belt on Hawaiian soil. I'm a Hawaiian champion.
No.
I do not. I'm going to the mainland. I haven't been training. I've been drinking fucking Trulies.
Yeah, we can tell you look like a skinny little bitch.
I'm
Bro,
not fighting.
UCB founder Matt Walsh has always been the GM. He has sanctioned all the matches, bro. Okay?
Let's go.
The podcast is still technically a UCB property, okay? And he has that fucking authority to put you in this fucking match.
Did you know about this? Did you fuckers know about this?
I didn't know about it. I'm just seeing this right now. I know that I had to deal with him for the iffy match, and I had very clear conversations with him about how the titles and the stipulations of this title works. I had to sign some documents with him to put it online during the DCM.
Okay, look, I understand.
He basically
this
said
guy.
you're a little bitch, and he said you better get your ass to fucking Vegas in your
Matt
Pope
Walsh,
Mobile, motherfucker. Because guess what? I'm
used
going
to
to drive
work-
that Pope Mobile into the space and run your ass over.
Tulo, I will fucking beat the shit out of you with my eyes
And
closed.
then I'm going to go in reverse and run your best friend over, too.
This is
I'm not showing up until I speak to my lawyer. I need to talk to Adam Letterman. This does not sound legit to me. Okay? I don't think they can make me fight. I know the GM, the acting GM is saying, oh, there's a match. I don't buy it. Okay? This is bullshit. This is bogus.
This is unbelievable because all you need to know, Chefs, you can yell all you want. The bottom line is that this is where opportunity meets fucking preparation. I'm always fucking ready to fucking go. I am jacked up, Chefs. Look at you sitting there in a fucking oversized t-shirt. You've been ready to fucking celebrate and not ready to fucking punch, baby, and I'm going to fucking get you back for what you fucking did to me in Hawaii, and I get to beat the shit out of Tulo at the same fucking time. What a beautiful thing! The first ever triple threat for the cow title.
Listen to me. If you inadequate, irrelevant chumps think we're doing a triple threat on Las Vegas soil,
no DQ. Bring your fucking weapons.
Oh my God!
This
is the inadequate force meets the
just
irrelevant
what I needed,
object
baby.
meets
the fucking guess who just evened up
ignorant
the
motherfucker.
You're going
irrelevant,
down, Black. Both of you.
Inadequate meets ignorant,
both
bro.
Both of you.
It's Angle's.
You guys are
It's
done.
Kurt Angle's three eyes.
both of you guys
are
shut the
done.
fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Both of you, listen, you fucking idiots. Okay, Matt Walsh is gonna regret even pretending he has the authority to book me in a match. I don't give a shit what he says. I don't give a shit what you guys say. This title doesn't leave this island. I don't defend this title on the mainland. That's part of my deal. I'm having my lawyers look over this contract right now. I don't care if it's Matt Walsh, Amy Poehler. I don't care who books this match. I'm not fighting for the title at SummerSlamTacular. I'm there to celebrate and coronate, baby. And if you think you get a piece of meat, you should pray you don't have to fight me in Las Vegas, because I will rain down you with all the elements of Hawaii. But the thing is this, it ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen at SummerSlam. It's not gonna happen ever. Okay?
Yo, you ever get your ass beat with a croc, motherfucker? Because I'm gonna croc chop you all over fucking the space in Las Vegas,
Bro,
bitch.
the fact
Bring your
that
fucking
you're
title.
even-
Hey, Dan, you bring your fucking title too. That little wood piece of shit behind you. Bring them both, because after I'm done with both your asses and I win both those titles, I'm going to unify them and make something even better, baby, because that's what I do for the Cow Nation. I bring shit together, and all you two have been doing is tearing this whole thing apart. And everybody knows, because when they said who they wanted the next champion to be, undeniable. 50 fucking votes. This little motherfucker over here got one, and I don't even think anybody even fucking voted for you, Shebs. Both
I
are
got the
irrelevant,
fucking
and it's time
sexiest
to
vote.
put Cal back on the map, baby.
I
It's
got the
game
sexiest
over.
vote,
You're
and
both
you
going
know-
down, and I don't care what you do, because I'm gonna crock chop you motherfuckers.
Oh my
and both of y'all
God.
are gonna get hit with the EMA, and both of y'all can eat my ass at the same time, bitches. Let's go. See you in Vegas. I'm
I
fucking out
cannot
of here.
wait to beat the shit out of fucking both of you with my girl and fucking go home back as the cow champ. And all you motherfuckers who are talking shit about me will apologize to me, Shebs. You'll apologize to me. Tulo, you'll say sorry to me. And the bottom line is this. Shebs will have his lawyers look into it, but holy shit, that's Matt motherfucking Walsh, bro. The star. The commissioner, the GM of Cow, still the acting commish. Until we deal with some of this paperwork, who knows, that'll change. But the bottom line is this.
I can tell you
821,
right now,
the
when
main
I just-
event of the DZ and Friends SummerSlamTacular is me
All my
versus
tiptoers.
Tulo.
All the people who tiptoe Tulo, baby.
Versus Jason Shapiro.
Let's
For
go.
the motherfucking cow title in the first ever triple threat happening in fucking Vegas, baby. Get your tickets now at the space in LA. And Dolph Ziggler will be there, and a bunch of other dudes will be there. It's gonna be a fucking great time. Holy shit!
Somebody say holy motherfucking shit.
Everybody, hey, whew, keep watching wrestling.
D in Vegas, bitches.
This is